LFFL Prime Time. We're going to get you caught up with what happened a little bit this weekend and looking ahead to tonight's action. We have what I expect will probably be a blowout. Tampa Bay is about to blow out the Giants, just like Miami's about to blow out those same Giants in a few weeks. But I expect this game to be a blowout. So as you would expect, we don't have a ton in play tonight, but certainly with Tom Brady in action, we do have Tom Brady in a number of these games still to be decided. So let's take a look at what has been happening. LFFL, we have two games. I would say both games are heavy favorites to pull out the win tonight. But I list them here because you never know. There is always a chance. That's why we play the games, right? So Greg is up 33 points against Miles. Miles does have Chris Godwin still to play. Obviously, 33 is a huge number, would take a lot out of Chris Godwin, but not out of the sake of imagination. I do think the Tampa Bay can put up some points on the Giants tonight. And Andy, a heavy favorite to lose at this point, only up 1 point against Joshua's Tom Brady. Assuming Josh Brady remembers the correct turns to get into the parking lot of the stadium, I would expect Josh to win this game. And with Josh's win, potentially a Miles loss, we'd have a three-way tie for first. Todd has already won. Miles, Todd, and Josh would be in a three-way tie for first if Josh wins and Miles loses. All at 8-3. Greg and I just a game back at 7-4. So hot competition for that bye week at this point on the top. Bill, your other winner this week, solidifying his position. He was tied with Andy for the final playoff spot. We'll actually move a game clear of Andy at this point with the results this week. LFFL 2, we have one game left to be decided. Miles, Greg, Eric, and Bill have already won. The Merrills have 44, Andy has 23. And this is a great contrast here. Merrills have Leonard Fournette going. Andy has the double Kaufman connection of Tom Brady, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski. The question here is, what type of game will this be? Will this be a running game? If it's kind of run heavy, we think we can take the Giants, we're going to slow the game down and run the ball. Merrills will go with Leonard Fournette. However, you know Bruce Arians and his passing game with Tom Brady. He loves to throw that rock. So if Tom Brady hits particularly Godwin or Gronkowski once or twice, this game gets really interesting really quickly. So this is not as big a lead as it looks like to me, given what we have. I still think the Merrills are a little bit of a favorite to win this game, but I don't think Andy's out of the stretch by any imagination here. Now, here's what's at stake. If the Merrills beat Andy, we've got a real tight situation. Andy will still be in first by a game. Sean and Greg a game back because Greg's already won. Sean lost. And then all the teams right there, the top four teams not named Andy and Sean, so 3 through 6, all will have won if the Merrills win. So we are really going to get some tightening going on. The question is, will Andy be a part of that tightening or will Andy create a two-game space at the top? So real interesting one over here. LFFL 3, we have Todd 91, Matt Merrill 77. Todd is Mike Evans. Man has Fournette. You like Todd in this game, but again, you could see a scenario where Mike Evans doesn't do a lot of running the second half if Tampa Bay builds an early lead. Your winners already, Matt, Brandon, Phil, Eric, Bill, Greg. Matt Merrill is what I want to talk about here. He's your defending champion. He's second in points scored in this league. And if he loses tonight, he'll drop to 4-7. With 12 teams now for 6 playoff spots, you're going to need to be a minimum of 7-7 to qualify for these playoffs. So with a strong point scored, there's still a chance you can get at 7-7. Certainly the win would help a lot right now to get to 5-6. But he's had some bad luck this year. But hey, one last year, right? So playing the house's money at this point. LFFL 5, got 2 games to be decided here. Miles, a lead over Nate, who has the aforementioned Mike Evans. Sean with a nice, comfortable lead over Andy. Andy does have Tom Brady, but I have a hard time seeing how Tom Brady's going to make this margin up against Sean. Greg, Phil, and myself are already winners this week. And LFFL 7, your elimination is likely to be Miles Moore. He has already got to make up 55 points with Saquon Barkley right there. Saquon is replacing a zero, so he's going to get every point he did. But I don't see any realm of the imagination where Saquon returns from an injury that's kept him out a month against one of the best defenses against the run there is. I don't know how Barkley makes that many points tonight. So he needs help. Josh is theoretically next in line, but does have 2 players tonight with not a big score to replace. Eric is your lowest finished scoring team, but obviously neither of those guys are getting up to 200. So Eric, Greg, and Sean have all moved on for sure. And as I say, it looks likely Josh will move on as well, and Miles will be your elimination. I will be sending out the link to the Monday Night Football contest, so free as always. Please join up, have some fun with us. I will also send the link for the Thursday Thanksgiving DraftKings. We will play all 3 games that day. That will be our normal dollar. That is a part of our normal competition. So good luck to you tonight if you got guys going on. I wish you luck. And of course, for Andy, good luck to the Buccaneers in what should be a pretty winnable game. So good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.